Buddy, before I get into this late morning update, I want to give you a quick overview of why I came back on. We're going to be discussing Bitcoin, as I've seen a lot of analysts and a lot of influencers discussing the fact that Bitcoin had broken down out of a bull flag pattern. That is factually incorrect. Bitcoin is not in a bull flag pattern, so I decided to come on and further clear what I've been talking about. Bitcoin is in a broadening wedge formation, which is why it came down to that 29,194 level, or 192. That was a prototypical move. It was the bottom of the broadening wedge, which is also where it needs to create that inverted head and shoulders if Bitcoin is actually bullish. I've had the pattern drawn out for quite some time now, so we'll go back into the Bitcoin chart and we'll divulge into this and have a nice little technical analysis here on Bitcoin, because we need to see what Bitcoin's doing. Until XRP were to detach from the Bitcoin price moment or the price movements and decouple, we still have to pay a lot of credence to Bitcoin, and we should, because it's the leading dominance as far as market capitalization, as far as crypto tokens go, and it's by about 50%. So you have to put a lot of stock into that. So we're going to take a very, very close look at Bitcoin and also the total crypto market cap, because they go hand in hand. Make sure you hit that like button, and I'll catch you right after this, because we're not going to do an intro on this video. We're going to do something else. Ladies and gentlemen, the sunny days are here again. Oh, sunny days. Oh, what a day. Oh, sunny days. Oh, what a day. I wear glasses 'cause I can't see a motherfucking thing. Happy days. Oh, happy days. Oh, what a day. Oh, happy days. Oh, what a day. XRP will reign supreme. Let's just not get caught in the FUD. Oh, we're gonna crash and we didn't. Now we consolidate and pump, and now we might move up to finish the bear market rally or reverse it. Oh yeah. Stay true. Stay blessed. Good morning. What time is it right now? 11:46 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Friday, July 28, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. Just felt like doing the original sunny days on the opening, so I hope you appreciated that. Bitcoin, as I stated in the opening, to me it looks like it's in a broadening wedge formation, and we do have it marked down. If it were to break down, just in case, it would go down to 25,194, as I cloned it for the downside just so we could see. But if it were to break up on the broadening wedge, it's actually about 35,990 would be the technical target here. So that's a pretty nice breakout here. That'd be a pretty nice breakout attempt. But right now we need to put in this inverted head, as I drew that out before the drop happened. But I see a lot of misinterpretation. Not everybody, but a lot of people on YouTube and a lot of analysis I've seen on Twitter, and just some of the ones in the media, which you would expect it. They're saying Bitcoin's on a bull flag, and I just don't get it. And they're saying how it broke down out of the bull flag when we lost that roughly 30,000 and came through 29,400. I don't get it. Am I wrong here? We diagnosed this a long time ago, so we knew the Bitcoin pattern. We had down here support, resistance, support, resistance. That confirms the broadening wedge. In the broadening wedge legend, you'd only need 2 hits of resistance, 2 hits of support to confirm a broadening wedge. It's a very quick and decisive formation. Then it said that every hit of support back to resistance is much more volatile. So support, resistance, pretty volatile, more volatile to support, getting really volatile to resistance, big drop to support. Now, if it does form the inverted head here on the bottom of the broadening wedge, this is the 3rd hit of support here. We had an overrun, but it's just a wick. In the daily, it was just a wick. It formed back over the top. And now it looks like we could be forming the inverted head on the 29,152. I'm sorry, I think I said 29,192. 29,152. It's actually 25,194 if we break down. That's where I got the 194. 152 right here, 29,152. We formed on the broadening wedge. This is the channel uptrend that we broke back over and then broke down from. So we have formed this pattern, I think, I think this is pretty confluent. I don't think there's any debate. This is a broadening wedge formation, and if you bounce back up, it's a 10% move to the top. That would be the big move for Bitcoin. You do have 30,000 as a major resistance. That's where the CME gap was filled, and that's also the top of the channel and a major psychological level, as we know, at 30,000. But I firmly believe we're in a broadening wedge pattern, so don't get yourself caught up in the hype that we're in a bull flag. This is a broadening wedge pattern, prototypical, and they're neutral continuation patterns. Generally, the way they come up is the way they ultimately finish, which would be a pump to 35,000 plus. 35,990, but the first target was 35,052, but now it's consolidated out some more, so it moves up as you go. So, but Bitcoin, I think we're in a broadening wedge. I think that's what's going on here, and it's said that if you come into a broadening wedge bullish, which this is the bullish direction, you would consolidate bearish, and then you would ultimately break out bullish. So the third hit of support could very well, this is what happened with XRP when it came down for these hits after resistance, support, resistance, whatever. XRP finally had its nice bounce, and then it broke out of the broadening wedge. That's what we did to break out of the 613 area. That's XRP's broadening wedge support at 613 if we were to break down the bull flag. So, which it doesn't look like we're going to, but just in case we do. So this is Bitcoin. So I think we're in a broadening wedge. You can let me know in the comments if you think I'm right or wrong. And then before I leave, I'd like to go into the total crypto market cap here. Then I'm going to release this because I think it's a very important update. So much like Bitcoin, I believe that this too, one could say, is starting to form some kind of a wedge pattern. But I don't want to go any more into detail with this because we're going purely by support resistance levels of the total crypto market cap because it's so wide. But I don't want to really make it any harder to read. Right now we bounce off to 1.139. I don't know where this level went, but we had a 1.152, which is in between here, and then it goes up to the 118. I don't know what happened to this resistance because we're fighting it right now. That should be in here. So we'll just put that in there just so we know. So now we're looking to get over the 1152. If we get over that and hold, because we're squeezed right now, as you can see. If we get over this and hold, our next real resistance is up at 1182. So this should be interesting. This should be interesting. So that's the total crypto market cap. To me, the market cap, much like much like Bitcoin, remember they resemble each other. So we don't have to be afraid of the pattern. It's likely, this is likely formed into its own little broadening wedge here itself, if we're being honest. But you know, it's up to the interpretation of what you see on the chart. We're going to just try to make this a little clearer. You can come from, I would say if you're doing this kind of a wedge, it's doing something like this. But we have to come down a little bit farther still. I don't think that's accurate. That's not 100% accurate. It needs to. Because I firmly believe that first set right there is an overrun. So I think that's actually the wedge forming for the total crypto market cap. Obviously, this is my own observation, and you can tell me what you think. But we've already went support, resistance, back to resistance, consolidating. And now it's a matter of, are we going to break back down? You could even say, if you wanted to, you could do it a little bit different and say we're starting to form an uptrend from here. But, you know, I kind of like it the way it is like this. That's just kind of to give you a little example, a little interpretation. So I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you got anything out of this update, make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. And if you want to say happy birthday, it's Julie's birthday today. We're eternally grateful for all of your support. And remember, positivity over negativity.